Welcome back, students who are taking Math for Business and Finance and Math Applications. In this series of videos, we're going to be working on the Chapter 19 drill problems, the odd-numbered problems that were assigned in the digital study guide. And as always, if you don't understand something, pause, rewind the video, and watch it again. And if you still don't get it, feel free to contact an instructor. But as I said in the theory videos, this here chapter is, at least to me, is just pretty easy. There's not much to it, and you already kind of know sales tax and excise tax, because you use that in your everyday life. The property tax might be just slightly a little bit more difficult, but like I said, it's pretty easy math. So let's get to it here, and I'm not gonna dwell too much upon a lot of these problems because you'll see as we just do them. So we'll see what we get through in these videos to see how many it takes to finish them. So let's get started here. And I'm on looking at, get my pen, 19-1. It says calculate the following. Okay, so I have a retail selling price of 900, and if I have sales tax of 6%, okay, it's just 900 times 6%, or $54. Okay, simple as that. All right, and the excise tax, 10% of $900 is $90. I didn't even need to do the math for that. Okay, but 900 times 10% is 90. Right? Remember percentages. If you're putting it in a calculator, if I have 10%, right, that's what the percentage looks like. Move the decimal place over to the left, so your decimal 0.10. Okay, or 6% would be 1, 2, so it's 0.06. Right? And then the total price, including the taxes, is nothing more than adding 900 plus 54 plus 90. That's 900 plus 54 plus 90 is 414, 1,044. Okay. Right, move on. 19-3. Calculate the actual sales since the sales and sales tax were rung up together. Assume a 6% sales tax and round your answer to the nearest cent. Okay, remember, in order to get your actual sales, that formula was, so actual sales, and the formula was your total sale over 1 plus the sales tax percentage. Okay, so if we're looking at 88,000 as our total sales, so 1 plus 6%, right? Remember, so that's ends up that as 1.06. So I divide 88,000 by 1.06, and I get, let's see here, $83,018.87. Okay. And again, if you multiplied, if you were thinking that you multiply, you're going to get a number greater than 88,000, so obviously that's wrong. And you're not going to just multiply by 88,000 by 6%, because you're not trying to, remember, here's the total, here's 100%. Okay, so if you're looking to, and this is the sales tax, right? And this is the retail, okay? If this is 6%, okay, then this has to be 94% to total 100%. Right? So you could do it a little bit more difficult, way. Remember, the 1 represents retail, and the 6 represents the tax to equal 100%. And you could do it another way, but it's a little bit more difficult, and it just gets more confusing. It's just easier to remember to do it this way. Okay. Right, 19-5, calculate the assessed value of the following pieces of property. Okay, so remember this, to get the assessed value, it's nothing more than the assessment rate times the market value. So 30% of 130,000 is 39,000. Okay, 130,000 times 30%, or 0.3. Okay, it's the same. Gives you 39,000. Simple. Calculate the tax rate in decimal form, right, to the nearest 10,000th. Okay, so remember it was our budget over our total assessed value. So we're looking at 920,000 divided by the 39.5 million. And that gives us 0.0233. That's our tax rate. Next is calculate the following. Okay, so if you have a tax rate of 0.0699, we want to see it in percentages, per 100, per 1,000, and in mils. So in percentage, remember 0.0699. Okay, and since that's a decimal, just move the decimal 2 places to the right, so we get 6.99%. Okay, per 100, it's 0.0699, and we're multiplying that by 100, and so that gives us, well, let me erase that, 0.0699, and we're multiplying that by 100, so that's 0.00996. 4 decimals, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 6.99 per 100. Okay, and it's, if that's per 100, well, if we just added another decimal, it's going to make it 69.90, or if you do the math, 0.0699 times 1,000. Again, 1, 2, 3, 996. 4 decimals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 69.90. And let's see here. For the mils, we're taking the 0.0699 and we're dividing it by 0.001. Okay, and that's going to give us 69.90 in mils. Okay, just that simple. All right, 11 to 13, it says calculate the amount of property tax due to the nearest cent for each situation. All right, so this is basically just doing the same thing twice. Okay, so let's see what I got here. If I have an assessed value of 105,000, okay, we're going to divide it by 1,000. Okay, and that's going to give us, let's see here, 105 divided by 1,000 gives us 105. And then we're going to multiply that by the rate of 42.50. And that means the amount of the property tax due is $4,462.50. $4,462.50. Okay. And the 13 is basically identical. Okay, so taking the 185 and dividing it by 1,000, which gives us 1,80500 divided by 1,000 gives us 180.5, And we're multiplying that times the rate of 9410, which is equal to $16,985.05. So that's $16,985.05. Okay, and that's it for the drill problems, and went by that quickly. Again, it's just, just knowing, I mean, go back into the chapter if you have to look at those formulas. But and remember, don't, I'm doing this quickly because I'm not thinking about memorizing a formula. I'm not getting so bogged down over the words of, assessed value, tax rate. I understand the process behind it, so it doesn't matter to me what the words are. In the back of my head, I could be thinking sales tax the same exact way. As you can see, the math is relatively simple. It's just tax. Okay, so if you have any, if you struggle with it, go back and watch the videos again, reread what's in the textbook, and if you have to, then just give a call and speak with an instructor. But this I find to be a relatively easy chapter. Okay, so we'll move on to the word problems in the next video.